Well, good afternoon. AAMA and the National Forum for Heart Disease and Stroke Prevention have been partners for 4 years now. And over the past 2 years, the National Forum has been a member of the AAMA Business Council. AAMA members have participated in various facets of Move with the Mayor, one of the National Forum's signature initiatives. Mayors use Move with the Mayors to encourage active, healthy living while strengthening individual and community resilience. For 10 years and counting, mayors have been using Move with the Mayor messaging program, policy, infrastructure recommendations, and other tools to empower and protect community members from health threats and improve cardiovascular health, mental health, and health equity. Last summer, AAMA and the National Forum partnered, bringing AAMA members a webinar focused on the impact they are making in their communities with Move with the Mayor to promote adult vaccinations in communities most affected by chronic disease. We're pleased to partner this year with Move with the Mayor Mental Health and Physical Activity Initiative, highlighting AAMA members making a difference in their communities. In fact, several of you may have participated in the fun Move with the Mayor walk held during our annual conference in April, from the Omni to the reception at the aquarium. Today, we'll learn more about Move with the Mayor initiatives and hear from 3 AAMA members: Mayor Sharon Weston Broome from the great city of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Katrina Thompson from Broadview, Illinois, and Keith Sidnor from the great city of Laurel, Maryland, on what they're doing in their communities to address physical and mental health. To share more about Move with the Mayor, I'd like to introduce John Clymer, Executive Director for the National Forum. John.
Thank you, Phyllis. It truly is a pleasure to collaborate with you and your AAMA team, and it was just great to be with you, a treat to be with you and your team last week in Kansas City at AAMA's spectacular reception. Congratulations on a terrific event. Well, welcome everyone. We're glad you're here, and we're delighted to share more about the 2024 Move with the Mayor Spring Mental Health and Physical Activity Challenge. We'll spotlight achievements and, as Phyllis just said, hear from 3 participating mayors, Thompson, Sidner, and Weston Broome. After the mayors speak, we'll open the floor for Q&A and share additional resources. We'd like to thank our funding partners, the American Public Health Association and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, who made this project possible. And thank you to the African American Mayors Association for hosting us today. During May, also known as Mental Health Awareness Month across America, cities participated in the Move with the Mayor Spring Mental Health and Physical Activity Challenge. Participation included hosting events, posting on social media, and completing a self-assessment tool, the Connect, Move, Thrive Roadmap to Active Connected Communities. We joined AAMA's annual meeting, as Phyllis just said, the meeting in Atlanta, to connect with mayors and encourage participation over the month. And 44 cities from across the country participated, holding a combined 100 events in just 1 month. Mayors from communities in 22 states participated in the challenge. Florida and Illinois had the highest number of events, 17 each. Mayors hosted many different fun events for people of all ages. Mayor Weston Broome from Baton Rouge brought her community together to play pickleball with the mayor. Mayor Wood of Dumfries, Virginia, in the bottom right, hosted yoga events and posted regular updates on his social media on how he was staying active in May. Broadview, Illinois Mayor Katrina Thompson partnered with a local church to host a walk and talk event. And Laurel, Maryland's Mayor Keith Sidner partnered with local businesses and community organizations to host a mental health event showing the power of partnerships in promoting active lifestyles. These are all examples of mayors using social media to promote connectivity and physical activity. These posts highlight each mayor's commitment to community health and demonstrate how Move With the Mayor is a powerful tool for fostering healthier, connected communities, strengthening vital conditions for health and well-being. We're excited to hear from 3 mayors who participated in the May Challenge. Let's start with Mayor Thompson from Broadview. Mayor Thompson, as I said earlier, I love your focus on making active living part of everyday life in Broadview. Tell us how you use Move With the Mayor to make that part of your community's culture.
So it was, well, first of all, I want to say thank you for having me on this platform this afternoon. And I'm excited about Move With the Mayor because it's an initiative that we all can participate in at some level. And it's a good way to connect with our constituents as well. So thank you for the opportunity. But for the Village of Broadview, it just makes sense for us as we look at health and wellness and mental health to get the community involved. And at different levels, we meet people where they are. And so some people want to ride their bike, some people want to swim, some want to walk, some want to jog. And even when we have rain, we've partnered with our local LA Fitness Center we could bring those walkers indoor to still promote the walk capacity so we're not missing out on those opportunities. This year, we did something a little bit different. We partnered with our local churches. And so we call it our Faith Walk. And we walk every day, Monday through Friday for 1 hour. And then on Saturdays, I walk with the community and we walk throughout the community. And so we're doing a walkability project, which how we have safe passageways, whether it's through local roads or sidewalks, and we take pictures of our community. So we make it fun. We make it a conversation that they can have with me. And this is an opportunity for the residents to connect with me so that I can listen to their concerns and what they would want to see. And so this was some of the things that came out of Move With the Mayor, like we should continue to do this. And so we continue to do it. And I take the time to get up early and walk with them every single day, Monday through Saturday.
That's just so heartwarming. And the connections that you are referring to are so powerful in affecting not only individuals' lives and their well-being, but the vibrancy of the community as well. What have you heard, Mayor Thompson, from community members who've come out to be involved in your events and walking with you?
Well, it's been amazing. You know, like I said, when we first started, it was just with our local residents. And then our local pastors was like, well, how can we get involved? We want to be more involved and engaged in the community. So now we done moved over to the business stakeholders where we getting some of our local presidents of our local manufacturers actually participating in the walks, because this is an opportunity to talk about workforce development, housing. We have a senior nonprofit organization that's getting more engaged with the senior population on getting them moving and getting them engaged in the activities that's available to them, whether it's through walking, music, or just, you know, showing them a different way to have a healthy lifestyle. And the pandemic taught us a lot of things too. A lot of things came out of the pandemic that was probably not on my radar, but most certainly is on the radar now.
Mayor Thompson, you referred a couple of times to the role of faith-based organizations, churches. Do pastors see your leadership and Move With the Mayor as competition for their flock's attention, or do they see it more as complementing their ministries?
Well, I think they see it not as a competition, but more as a complementary, you know, because a lot of the members that probably attend the local churches do not live in our community. So those members are coming out of from where they live back into our community to show the partnership with the faith-based community as they want to be a part of that. Because, you know, I don't put everything, but everything for me is a spiritual, God-driven opportunity. And when we have those conversations in the community, you know, when as a child growing up, the churches used to come to the doors and knock to get the children to come to vacation Bible school and stuff like that. So I think they just really want to connect and bring that back to community, that connection between church and community and how they can be engaged and show the community that we are in your community and we want to support the community. So it's a working collaboration. It's not a competition.
Well, Mayor Thompson, I love how you're connecting the dots in Broadview across the community and its different sectors. Thank you so much for your leadership. Let's turn now to Mayor Sidner from Laurel, Maryland. And Your Honor, please tell us how you use Move with the Mayor in Laurel.
First of all, I want to thank the leadership of AAMA for partnership with the National Forum, giving us the opportunity to work in this forum here. Myself, this is very personal to me. I'm a military veteran, and I've been deployed several times in my military career. And some of the things that we do when we deploy is to work out. We, to relieve that stress. You can't go home. You're in the middle of the desert, or you're in the middle of a ship in the ocean. You can't do anything but work and focus on the mission. Then when you get that time off, we used to work out. So this was right up my alley. We had a national forum. We did a mental health event. We had mental health providers come in and business owners come in, and we just talk about the platform, how to address mental health issues. And also we had a tennis pickleball type event. We called Smash the Ball. So we had residents come out there, had a tennis coach come out there, and we're just teaching people how to play tennis, how to play pickleball. When you're stressed out, don't suffer in silence. And also I work out a lot in the gym. And so I was going in the gym, giving my gym partners a peep in the gym, talking about mental health, doing promos for us as well. And so it was the community was really engaged. And I had a member from the community. I was at an event, at another forum, and a member came up to me and said she really thanked me because she's a clinical social worker. So I really want to thank you how involved you was with Mental Health Month, making people aware they don't have to suffer in silence. There's information out there. There's people they can contact. And so I was just very proud the community embraced it and looking forward to continue this process throughout the year.
Well, your leadership is really a model, I think, for mayors across the country. And thank you as well, Mayor Sidner, for your service to our nation in the Navy. We appreciate that. Mayor Sidner, what kind of reaction do you get from community members who come out to participate with you in these active living events, who you touch through Move with the Mayor?
It was very positive. Like I said, the events we had was capacity. We had about 50 people came in for our mental health forum, expert panels, and community came out. The lower high school came out to support that, to sing some songs for us, to get the people to come out. So had vendors come out as well. So the community was really involved. Like I said earlier, when one of the community residents came up to me in the event I was just at a forum talking about something else, and how she brought that up, her being a clinical social worker. And the folks in the gym, to having them do a promo for us to hold the sign up and talk about that. So it was all hands on deck here in the city of Laurel, because we all know how important mental health is. We all have families, especially in the African American community. It's always been something you don't talk about. If someone's suffering from something, you don't tell them what's going on. So having that dialogue and openings like this, and from leaders, us, myself, like I said, been in the military, been around some things myself, and I can be open and transparent with the community. So, wow, he's a mayor, he's a councilman, he's whatever, he's a Lever City, and they also have some type of stuff going on. So why should I get any help? So the community was very supportive, and and we want, like I said earlier, we want to continue to push mental health throughout the year, not just in May, throughout the whole year.
Well, congratulations, Mayor Sidner, and it's truly an honor for the National Forum team to be working with AAMA and you and your team and supporting your great efforts in Laurel. So thank you.
Very well.
Mayor Weston Broom, please tell us about how you use pickleball and about how you connect Move with the Mayor to Go Get Healthy and Healthy Baton Rouge.
Well, I have to echo what my colleague said about AAMA curating this space to talk about Move with the Mayor. I have to say that Move with the Mayor has been one of my favorite initiatives since I've had the privilege of serving as mayor. Of course, it propels our community to better health. It's a vital component of our mental well-being as well as our physical well-being, improves that, and also enhances our social connectivity. And so we have seen firsthand that movement is life, and we incorporate that into our daily lives here to have a healthier, more connected Baton Rouge. And so we had a pickleball event at Stacks Pickleball, and I have to tell you, it was a fantastic success with families and individuals joining in. Pickleball is a real big deal around here. I think it's catching on everywhere. But prior to having our Move with the Mayor experience, I had a Gen Zer who reached out to me, who is like the king of pickleball here in Baton Rouge. And he just said, Mayor, I want you to come play pickleball with me one day. So I did. And it was not long after that that we created a pickleball event for Move with the Mayor. And it was packed with people. And then they wanted me to try to get one out in another area of our city. We made friends and we had fun. And so it was just a great event. We've also had some of our folks here internally in City Hall participate in after lunch power walks. Where I have walked with them, not as intensely as every day as my friend Mary Thompson, but we try to integrate it into the spirit or the fabric of our city parish government. And we recently also had an event that we do in collaboration with one of our council members, an event called Pedaling for Peace. And while it certainly has a violence prevention type mantra to it, it also gives us an opportunity to promote peace in our community and physical activity in our city.
Well, Your Honor, I love all of these diverse activities that you use to touch different people, to meet community members where they are. I couldn't help but think when you were describing how pickleball attracts so many people, that where we're all oriented toward helping people prevent addictions, pickleball is one of those addicting games that we really want to encourage.
It is very addictive. I was so surprised how many hours people spend there, how regularly they come. It's obviously, like I said, it's one of the top tier activities now in our community. So I'm going to continue to participate when I can. I do enjoy it, but also we're going to curate other Move with the Mayor events. I think we have a tennis event coming up real soon, and some other fitness rock events where we're dancing. So we've got a lot of things in the pipeline to continue with our Move with the Mayor initiative.
Well, Mayor Westenbroom, thank you so much for your creative and passionate leadership to make Baton Rouge a healthier community all across the community, and to share your learnings and your ideas with all of us nationally. We are so grateful for your leadership. So kudos to each of the mayors and your teams for supporting your residents to connect and move in so many fun and accessible ways. Participating mayors in the May Challenge posted nearly 300 times across Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter or X. These posts generated nearly over 5,000 likes, comments, shares, and other interactions among viewers. And mayors also generated local news coverage on TV, online, and print outlets, generating at least 4,500 impressions and reaching a wide and diverse audience. In addition, 10 cities were selected as pilot cities to film PSAs for their communities on the links between mental health, social connection, and physical health. 28 cities completed our first ever roadmap focusing on social connection and physical activity. Cities completed the self-assessment and received points for each item they selected. And on average, these cities scored 53 of 85 total points, which indicates that all are implementing a range of programs, policies, and partnerships aligned with the U.S. Surgeon General's call to action to build thriving, connected communities. And additionally, 9 cities achieved the highest possible score, gold. Each city that completed a roadmap is going to receive a tailored report that will highlight relevant data for your community, as well as recommended policies and programs to support social connection. Before we open the floor in a moment for Q&A, we wanted to share some resources that are available to all mayors. And by the way, for Q&A, you can either raise your hand using Zoom, that Zoom tool, or put your question in Zoom comments. And Ashley's going to help us find your comments and bring them to light. Now, our mental health and physical activity communications toolkit is available on the National Forum website, nationalforum.org, and it includes over 60 pages of materials, including sample social media posts and graphics that can be used year-round, just as Mayor Thompson uses them. We have numerous other social media toolkits on other related topics, such as heart health and nutrition. And last but not least, Live to the Beat is a campaign from our partners at the CDC Foundation and Million Hearts that helps adults, particularly African American men, take steps to control their blood pressure and prevent heart disease and stroke. Now, let's take down the slides and open up Q&A.
Thank you, John. It looks like we have one question or comment in the chat that I'll read off from Mayor Ed Brown. He said, I am inspired by the great events and implementation cited by my colleagues and have my own initiative being executed in July and August. Thank you so much, Mayor Brown, for your comment. Please let us know how AAMA can support or National Forum or your fellow mayors. Any additional comments or questions from the audience?
Mayor Thompson, I'm interested. I mean, you're in a climate, we heard from Mayor Broom, I think as we're holding this convening, the heat index in Baton Rouge is 102, and it'll be higher a little bit later this afternoon. We know that in Broadview, you're subject to some really cold days in the winter months, and yet you keep your health promoting and activity promoting efforts going year round. So how do you adapt to, and how do you help community members adapt to changes in the climate?
Well, we're consistent with our message, you know, move, keep moving. You know, when you move, your mind is moving. So it helps with mental health issues that people may be facing during, this time. So, like for me, I'm just so transparent with our community. I share, I have a room, like the men have a man cave. I actually have a self-care room. And so I share what that room is to the community. So I may post on our social media pages what the self-care room is, and I have my bike in there and I'm bicycling, and then I'll post after I finish with a ride, and I'll ask how many have joined the ride this morning. It's just being intentional in the messaging and being consistent. And once you get that consistency, people look forward to the message, like, is she walking today or is she riding today? And I'll play golf too. So I walk the course. So, we have quite a few residents that play golf. So they'll ask me, you want to go play a round of golf? And if my schedule allow it, I'll, team up with them and we'll go walk the course. And it's actually healthy for me because I don't indulge in the stress. And sometimes this role can create that. I may get frustrated, but I don't indulge in the stress component. That's why I work out and I walk every day, or I try to do something every morning before my day begins so that I can manage the stress. And that's what I have those conversations with the residents, is how are we managing our stress in our life, whether it's work or if it's family related. You have to learn how to adapt and manage that stress, and exercising and moving helps with all of those things.
Thank you very much. Mayor Sidner, I know folks in Laurel, a lot of them face long commutes and they have very busy days, full lives. How do you lead members of your community in fitting a little physical activity into their very full daily routines?
And thank you for the question. Basically, the same way we've been talking about all day long, it's pretty much leading by example. You know, as a leader of a city, you want to encourage something, you should lead up front out there and doing it as well. So I'm always in the gym working out and telling folks to, talking to them, telling about working out, how don't suffer in silence. We have a mental health forum, like I said earlier. We just continue to advocate and work with our community partners. Right here in Laura ourselves, we have a multi-purpose center coming open in September. And this multi-purpose service center is going to address all kinds of needs: home, unhoused population, mental health population, substance abuse population. So our community is always engaged in all fronts of our city, trying to encourage our people. So like I said, I love to work out, because working out relieves a lot of stress. We tell people don't suffer in silence. Whether you're working out or reading a book or walking or riding a bicycle, do something positive that you don't have to suffer in silence, and talk to someone. So we always encourage that throughout our social media and our city council meetings. We constantly telling people, if you need some help, call us, contact this certain number and things like that. Always something's going on, and we want to be able to be a partner with our community. They want to be, suffering in silence.
Thank you. Ashley, I can't see raised hands or other questions in the comments or the chat function. Do you see any?
We don't have any raised hands. We have another comment from Mayor Ed Brown. He said, "Thank you for the toolkit. I will utilize it in contact with AAMA as well, and connect with AAMA."
Excellent, excellent. Thank you, Ashley and Mayor Brown. Mayor Broom, I hold you and your leadership up as a model all the time in conversations with people in population health and other mayors, because you, I think, have done a brilliant job of bringing this broad constellation of stakeholders together under the Healthy Baton Rouge umbrella to collaborate and row in the same direction. Can you, we have about 1 minute left.
Yeah.
Can you briefly tell us how that works and how it impacts your community?
Absolutely. We do not have a health department. We have a nonprofit organization, the Mayor's Healthy City Initiative, that works and collaborates with the city and other local partners to respond to and address our health priorities in our community. We are right now working on a community health needs assessment, our Healthy BR project, and it is conducted every 3 years in partnership with our local hospitals. And so we have residents who take the survey, they identify and prioritize the most pressing health needs in Baton Rouge. And this survey is quick and easy, takes only a few minutes. So it too is embedded in the work that we do as we work towards building a healthier Baton Rouge. Those partnerships really elevate our Move with the Mayor initiative as well.
Well, as I said, it's such a great model. So thank you for sharing that. And now I'm pleased to turn the floor back over to somebody who I'm a fan of, AAMA's great CEO. Phyllis, take it away.
Thank you, John, and the National Forum for having us today and providing the mayors with this valuable information on Move with the Mayor. I'm excited about this. I am more excited about the toolkit. And so we'll be adding the toolkit to our website, so it'll be easy for mayors to assess and be able to use in their particular municipalities. I want to also take this opportunity to thank Mayor Sharon Weston Broom from the city of Baton Rouge, Mayor Katrina Thompson from Broadview, Illinois, and Mayor Keith Sidnor from Laurel, Maryland. Thank all of you for joining us today for this valuable webinar on how we move with the mayors. And so mayors, let's get moving. Thank you.
Thank you.